So Getafe against Real Betis on Matchday 25 in La Liga this Sunday afternoon. Respect the referee, respect football. The message across Spain this weekend. Anthony just galloping past one or two. In such fabulous form, Anthony, hasn't he, of late, and just fed the ball in towards Isco. It's a lovely little turn from Isco, and such a cute finish as well. It's a glorious Betis goal. Anthony, the architect, just making things happen, but Isco was very well aware. It all comes courtesy of Anthony. Great balance initially, turn of pace as well. From here, it's just about the composure to appreciate what's around him. Look at this from Isco, because his back's to goal almost. The way he takes that in his stride and finishes. I mean, it's a touch of absolute quality. It's so cool and calm from Isco. Lovely goal to give Betis the lead on 18 minutes. Beautifully done. Such a cute touch, isn't it? He's still got so much to do there, Isco. To take that into his stride, into his path. Real Betis certainly played the better of the two sides, and the young man Rodriguez was really busy on the flank, and it's a tight angle, but he fed the ball across the face of goal. Goalkeeper called into action. No question that he's going to be a really hot prospect in the years to come, the 19-year-old. Just going through the gears. Such a turn of pace, isn't it? Soria making the save in the end, but Betis were using the width of the pitch really well in these kind of moments. Anthony on that right-hand side, and Jesus Rodriguez on the left-hand side. Some flashes of his talent so far this season. And Getafe at the other end trying to make things happen, but really few and far between in terms of the opportunities created. Just didn't quite have the quality, did they? It was very apparent, of course, this Getafe side coming into this. They haven't lost a game in La Liga in 2025. Effort on goal from Barry was pretty comfortably taken by Liverpool goalkeeper Adrian, and then Anthony cooking again on the right-hand side, and Zabali played really well actually in the right-back position. Then Hernandez with the ball across the face of the goal, and it's very nearly an own goal actually in this kind of situation. But see the quality that Betis had, especially the width of the pitch, just making it so difficult for this Getafe side that struggle for goals this term, no doubt about that. I mean, they've got their own unique style. And he scored 20 La Liga goals, of course, Getafe, and struggled really again. That was busy, and she floated this one into a half-decent area, and in the context of the game, with Getafe having so few opportunities, I mean, it goes down as a half-decent moment, really, for Getafe. Coming forwards on the right-hand side and feeding the ball into the penalty area, and a header on goal. And Adrian just momentarily was a little bit concerned, just squeezing away to his right-hand side to be sure that he had it covered. It's a decent leap from Juanmi. Wide of the upright in the end. And the corner kick which Isco would take, and Isco would just loop the corner into the penalty area, the header looping over the crossbar. Truly troubling the goalkeeper from that kind of range, but Betis were more or less in control of the game, you felt. Working it really neatly onto the left-hand side, and it was clever by Betis into the penalty area. It was a half-decent shout for a penalty, but I think the arm of Lazarete is just close enough to his body there. It's a good decision for the referee. Going to get that kind of decision, I don't think. And the ball in towards the back post, and Juanmi did have the ball in the back of the net, but he was clearly offside, and you'll be able to see from the replay that there's absolutely no chance whatsoever that he was ever troubling the goal. He's 3 yards offside here when the ball is played into him, Juanmi, and he knew it as well. Tucked the ball home, but it's clearly offside. Betis just played the better football. The little triangles were neat and tidy. The front four were exciting. Anthony on the right-hand side for Betis, and just poking it through. Clever ball, wasn't it, towards Cardoso's very talented footballer. Cardoso, real box-to-box midfielder. I just couldn't quite get the final touch, but it's so cute from Anthony. And Betis taking the corner kick short to try to generate a different kind of angle. And And eventually, couldn't resist a crap from here, could he? Seen him do that before, Rodriguez, and that kind of range as well. And so, Betis couldn't quite get their second goal at this stage. Getafe, just chances at an absolute premium, just really struggled to find a way through in the final third. Lack of quality and the effort on goal, ultimately from Arambarri, who's a player who has scored goals for Getafe in LaLiga this season. Outside of the right boot, he's got the technique in the locker, but not on that occasion. And then they keep coming forwards to try to find a way through in the game, and this effort on goal, once again it was Juanmi who was most likely for Getafe to make things happen. First touch is decent to the seconds. Never quite caught hold of it, did it? Rodriguez to Jesus Rodriguez, and then Anthony popping up on the left-hand side. Wanted it back, did Anthony. Lovely little 1-2 inside the penalty area. Opted for power, did Anthony. Beaten away by the goalkeeper. And Anthony in unison with the Betis supporters. Really, really tidy move, isn't it? As I say, went for power. And Anthony just wedging the ball forwards into the area, and it's very nearly a goal from Cucho Hernandez. Looking for his first goal in Betis colours. Did well, I think, just to bring the ball down and open up his body. Another day, goes to the right side of the post, doesn't it? And really well. It's just the composure, isn't it, and awareness and technique, ultimately. Beautifully done. Substitutions incoming, as you would expect, really, as Getafe were desperately trying to chase the game. I mean, they normally find a way. They really struggled in this one, and Isco was just turning the screw, and he had all the quality to Isco. And he had a go at goal, which was comfortably saved by the keeper. No doubt from Isco's perspective. He's had a really good game, and Jesus Rodriguez went off, and saw another demonstration of his quality, his talent. And Betis seeking a second goal at this stage. Inside the penalty area, and it's actually really nice dummy. And then the effort on goal was just a poor one, really, from Timira. Just the way he opened up his body. I mean, he did the first part expertly well, with a little dummy to create the opportunity. And then the final strike was lacking the required pace and purpose and precision. Extremely well to dig out the strike. Floated forward into the penalty area. And Getafe at this point, one of the best chances of the game, really. Arambarri's got the quality from that kind of range, and I feel as though he should have done better. Opened up his body. Yes, the ankle was acute, but as though something could have happened from it. Cucho Hernandez streaming forwards and looking for Anthony, and Anthony. Cucho Hernandez and the trailing leg. It's always going to be a penalty. Anthony wanted to take it, but Isco eventually did. You can see Anthony pointing at himself, saying he wanted to take it. Cucho Hernandez winning the penalty. Trailing leg, it was always going to be a spot kick. Isco stepped up, eyes on the goalkeeper, slotted it the other way. And Isco with his and Betis' second goal of the game. And he was certainly enjoying proceedings. It's a really cool penalty, isn't it, from Isco. Just has eyes on the goalkeeper and slots it home. Beautifully done. Full time then. In terms of a full-time result, there was still to be a twist. I mean, Isco was celebrating here, and to be honest, at this point, Betis thought that they got the job done. They made the substitutions and thought they'd got the game very comfortably in the bag, but it wasn't to be the case, because there was a little late resurgence from Getafe in the game, and it came courtesy. Just a few attacks like this, and eventually the deflection on the cross, I think, caught Betis rather unawares, and Mayorao was there to poke it home. And on 81 minutes, there would be a finish in the game. He's clearly onside. All the Betis players thought the flag would go up, but he's clearly on. Ball played into the penalty area. Look at the first touch just to take it under control. And Adrian might feel as though he should come out here. He stays on his line. He's only about 3 yards out when he pokes it to the back of the net. Mayorao. And Betis continuing to come forwards, and Domingos Duarte was penalised here and got the yellow cards. And then this happened from Anthony. I mean, he lunges in, does Anthony. It's a really unnecessary and late challenge. And a red card ensued. It had to be, really. I mean, it's just a bit reckless. I don't know how much actual contact there is, to be honest, from Anthony. It's just the way he lunges in, isn't it? Getafe were looking for the goal. The second goal, but it wouldn't come, and there was a late challenge as well from Domingos Duarte, and that would be his second yellow card, and that would equate to red. So both sides ending the game on 10 men. Anthony will miss the game against Real Madrid, and Domingos Duarte will miss the derby against Leganés. So a couple of needless red cards late on, really, for either side. Full time, though. Getafe 1, Real Betis 2, the away side with all 3 points.